Hey, hello, welcome back to the third season kitchen. Brazilian limeade, spectacular. I'll tell you about it. Here we go. The intention is to move third season cooking, third season kitchen, third season cooking to third season living because I want to expand out what I'm doing. Also, much as I love to cook and I love to show people how to cook, sometimes I think that there's a bit more out there and I want to explore. We'll figure out how that goes. Like, subscribe, hit the dingle-dongle bell for notifications, and hopefully it'll carry on forward the way it should. We'll find out. Tonight, it's actually evening up, what we're going to make is a 3 or 4 or 17 ingredient, depending on how much you want to do with it, really easy yogurt cake. And I'm going to pull this one out of the oven because it's been in the oven now for an hour and a half. It's been in the oven for an hour and a half because on the bacon video, somebody had mentioned they thought my oven must be off because of how long it was taking to cook the bacon. And I went, no, I think it's fine. Well, then I did something crazy, like putting a thermometer in there, and sure enough, my 350 degree oven is about 320 degrees. So not very good. So this is just a quick test to see how it's doing in the middle. Ooh, well, mostly clean. I could maybe go a little bit more. I'm going to pop it back in. That's not quite 100% cooked all the way through. And then we're going to go on with it. So this recipe is really, really simple. It takes yogurt, cornstarch, eggs. That's it. So this one here is a little bit bigger than the one I'm going to make tonight for us on the video. This is a 400 gram yogurt. This is, so 2 cups of yogurt, 40 grams of cornstarch, pinch of salt, and 4 eggs. The one I'm going to do for us is going to be, quite simply, a 200 gram yogurt and 20 grams of cornstarch and 2 eggs. Okay, so this is yogurt I picked up, just Yoplait source yogurt at Walmart. It was on super insane sale, 36 cents. No idea why. Okay, just going to put in, this is 150 grams there, 164. I'm going to add a bit of homemade Greek yogurt because I want to increase the protein content. You can make this into a greater, bigger protein boost simply by adding, just using Greek yogurt. Okay, so in fact, I've got a little bit more, 209. You know what? I'm going to make this a 3. I'm going to call an audible because I put in too much. So we're going to add in a little bit more. Now it's a 300 gram recipe, not a 200 gram recipe, which means we're going to add an extra egg. This is really simple. 100 grams of yogurt, or 1 cup. Sorry, half a cup. So think about that. 200 grams of yogurt is a cup. For each 100 grams of yogurt, or 2 cups, you add each 100 grams you add an egg. So in this case, we have 300 grams of yogurt. We're going to add 3 eggs, and you also add in 10 grams of cornstarch for every 100 grams of yogurt. So we're going to add 30 grams of cornstarch. 30 grams is about 3 tablespoons. So I'm tapping because I don't want to go over with this one. And I like adding the cornstarch first because what I do is I mix this all together and then I add the eggs. I don't know if it works better or worse. I just know that it works. Okay. And it's also one of those things where, because we've added the peach yogurt and the plain Greek yogurt, this is not a very sweet dessert. It's a really not savory dessert, but it's not overly sweet. If you want sweet, by all means, you can add some sugar, a little bit. You can add some honey, a little bit. You can use more flavored yogurts. That would be fine. Whatever floats your boat. This is one of those areas where follow your heart. It's your kitchen. Okay. I'm going to add just a pinch of salt to increase the flavors. And I'm going to add the first egg. Take a look at the time. I'm going to give that another 4 minutes. I'm going to pull it up. And we start stirring it in. Okay. We're going to add another egg. And because I want to rush this along a little bit, I'm going to add all three. What I would normally do is I would mix one in, mix two, mix it till it's complete, mix the second one in, and then mix the third one in. But I want to rush this along because A, I want to pull the other one out of the oven, and B, I want to get this one in and show you a bit of how to do it. So all you're going to do is just mix this all in. Right now you can see how the eggs are not quite emulsifying. We just work the recipe, work the yogurt, and what's going to happen is it's all going to pull together. It's going to be this lovely custardy color, not just because we've used peach yogurt, but because we've got everything mixed up. Okay, and there we go. That's that. Then into a cake pan, we're going to put in our parchment paper. Doesn't have to be perfect, but I am going to trim this a little bit because it's a bit too much. So just go trim, trim. And if we were quoting Dick Van Dyke from Mary Poppins, trim, 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 chiroo. Just saying. Anyways, I'll stop with the bad jokes. Way to go. Okay. And now we're just going to again spread that out. And we're going to hold that in a little bit while we pour our mix in. And once we start pouring, I'm going to remove my fingers. And again, it's not going to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the beauty of this particular dessert, is that it really comes together quickly. And away we go. So we're just going to squoogee all that stuff, good stuff in there. And now that is going to go into the oven. We're going to pull the other one out. So you can see, just in the pan. So if your oven is to a regular temperature of 350, it should take about an hour and 5 minutes. If it's going to be cooler, it's going to take more time, less. Just do a little test with it, find out. So we're going to test this one again. We're just going to do a little poke in the middle. Comes out nice and clean. There we go. That, my friends, is a super easy, a reasonably high protein dessert. You can make some compote to go with that. You can drizzle a little bit of maple syrup on top. All kinds of things. Whatever floats your boat. Put a little bit of jam. Oh, it's magical. It needs to cool down for at least 15 minutes outside of the oven. And then I would say put it in the fridge for at least an hour. And then ready to be enjoyed. Okay? So, thanks for watching. Third season living. Third season cooking. We'll figure out which one is going to be down the road. But we're going to get it out and ready for you. Thanks so much. Hope to see you soon. Cheers.